I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I need to put my glasses on.
Yeah, it'd be rude not to.
For the intro.
Do you look taller than me?
I don't know. Let's put the seat lower down. You can put the seat up. I can put the seat down.
I don't really like this. I
It'll
don't
be
really
equihitable.
I think we should look the same height because I don't think one of us at the end looks like one of us are more masculine than the other.
You sure you don't want to kick this off with a little Saturday morning shot?
Saturday morning!
I was going to have a cup of tea as well, but what do you want?
Friday's in. I must tell you, right, I'm going to really bore you here. I'm really not a rum guy, man.
Well, we do have gin.
Yeah.
You can ask the blaster. I don't even know where it came from.
Saturday morning. Got a question for you. See, when that bottle's finished, can I have it? Because a guy in Sophie's work for his wedding, like he's making their centrepiece of the tables, like gin bottles, and then they're going to put lights and shit through it.
I like when people do that.
Yeah.
It's like that thing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oof.
Yeah, you can have the bottle.
Thanks.
Because it's just going to go in the bin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was quick. We finished that. There you go.
Well,
That's my present from me to you
Oh, lovely.
for your birthday.
Oh, yes.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah. When was it?
It's today, man. Is that not what we're going out for?
Yes, that's when I'm dressed up as me.
Yeah. Anyway, intro. Episode 9. Foldybits on the podcast.
Finally.
Long awaited. Everyone's been like, when are you going to get him on? When are you going to get him on? Well, here he is.
Yeah. It's actually been me in the
I've
comments.
had people moaning about the diversity on here, the lack of diversity. I've got my first female on, and now I've got my first visually impaired man. So here we go.
It's a podcast for all.
Yeah, it's great to have you on, brother.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. And was it Ramadan yesterday?
Was it? I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, good way to start your quarter past 11 in the morning on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's quite possible. We're Where's Wally themed today. Not just for the podcast, but we're doing a pub crawl for Ben's birthday. He's you'll know him from the show. Yes, he's been on here before. So yep, his birthday. We're going out for that, and I'm going to do my own wee separate challenge for that pub crawl. I'm going to do shots in water, which is why this thing's here. And have you heard about big cup theory?
So that's the thing about the plastic cups?
Yeah, well, I suppose it works with like just big glasses and all, though.
I've got big glasses.
And like water just tastes better out of big cups
Yeah.
and big glasses.
I agree. We used to have, my mum steals a lot of pint glasses from pubs. Dry skin, come in. But no, she steals a
You might
lot.
watch this, man. You just kind of...
True. Well, you know what? It's your mother, it's your mother. But she steals a lot, and you can't beat a glass of water at my mum's house.
Yeah, I've stolen some pint glasses before.
I've started it. I always get too scared though, because I don't carry a handbag.
Yeah.
And Sophie's
Never just buzzed them, no.
But I mean, imagine that just smashing down there, and you've got to walk and just.
Yeah.
But then Sophie never has a bag big enough for like 6 pint glasses, so never really do it.
I mean, you don't need to take 6. You could, well, I suppose you want a full set.
Yeah.
Have people over for dinner and have odd pint glasses.
Exactly. It's like you don't get a big plate and then a mismatching wee plate. You know what I mean? For the sides, you need 2 the same.
Exactly. No, that's true.
Yeah, of course.
But big cup theory, I'm a big fan of it.
No, me too.
That's why I was drinking pints of water.
That's cool.
Because you know how when you go to places like Nando's and you ask for water and they give you the wee diddy cup because it's free? I fucking hate it. It tastes rotten.
As well, on that note, it does taste rotten. But see, you're eating spicy food. And then you have like 2 sips of water and it's all finished, and then you have to go back up again, and then 2 sips of water and then you go back up and forth. You spend half your time in Nando's getting more water.
Yeah.
But no, I like this. I'm glad you got me one as well, so thanks.
Well, I didn't know what you were going to be drinking. I thought you were going to come with heat.
I do. Can I?
Yeah.
We're going to start it easy for me.
You got something for me, Johnny?
But it's, I'm matching the theme of our tops here, if I can get it.
But the fact that you can't find it.
So for you, my friend, is a half opened bottle of rum.
Nice. I like that.
That's how we do it.
Almost better than Tino's fucking Dishonored, man. I like that.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
I don't know who it belonged to. As you all, some of you may know, had a party at the weekend and plenty of beer left over. So
yes. That was on my list to talk to you about.
Oh, was it? Well, good luck talking about it because I don't remember like any of it either. However, I also brought some Jamaican Red Stripe, man.
Oh, nice. Cancelled. Can't talk about that. Can't talk like that. Nice, man. I like that.
Nah, you can. And we've got 1 pint as well. And then we've got another couple in there, but I just thought, match with the red striped tops,
Right, hold on. I need to do some rearranging here.
Alright.
Why just like sit lower down so they can't see your faces behind all the shit?
It makes sense. How low can you go on this?
That's fine.
It's not very low.
That's not go in the floor. Oh.
I don't want to be any lower than you. So how have you been?
Alright.
Yeah.
Been a bit of an uppy downy week, just...
Can't say that, man.
Yeah, I can't say it. Oh, fuck yeah, it's downy, man. Shit. Mind when people call people that, like, just for fun?
It's good.
Yeah, that's
good.
fucked. Yeah, don't do that anymore.
No,
What other ones can you say? Nah,
let's
not go for it.
You've brought the best person on here to talk about that shit.
Yeah, there's plenty. Yeah, been good, man. Had a job interview on Tuesday,
Nice.
and like I've never had a job interview where I've thought, see, even if they offer me this, I don't want it.
Can you say the company's name? Or?
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
But don't want to embarrass them, do you know what I mean?
And the thing is, like, even if I say anything about it, like, I know that they would, but they could go through my social media and find us at some point and be like, fuck them.
Don't want to put yourself out of a job at any point.
But yeah, well, nah, because I'm not going to take it anyway if they give me it. But
Imagine that future employer you said going through your social media and then just come on a video, you just
you're just
talking
about
shit.
talking about employers and shit.
Just fucking how bad they are, man.
Well,
They are bad.
most of them are bad.
Yeah, they want to
Speaking
disclose their
about-
work.
Yeah. That's on there. We can take that off.
No, we can. They love me, man. They love me.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about it.
It's pretty bold, isn't it?
Yeah.
However, we do have a funny story of a friend who previously worked there. With us on his final day. Can we say his name? Not say his
Well,
name.
he was supposed to be on last night, but
Oh,
he
was
was working, so.
Fair. Do you know what I wanted to say? I'm really glad that we've got like a fair group of friends. I'm really glad I was one of the first ones because the way I see it, the last person to come on is the least interested person.
Well,
So no. It is, and this is going into the head of whoever is on last. All right, you are the most boring person in the friend group.
Okay.
I like it. Hold mine listening.
Yeah, well, I might just store it, episode 100. But
Full special.
no, there's some people that I'm saving up.
Oh yeah.
Saving up
Cool.
for a landmark or something.
Yeah,
You know.
cool.
Like your episode 9, man. That's
So it's
a special.
Ahmad Diallo's number.
yeah, it's like a striker's number.
Yeah,
Man.
exactly. Insert.
Speaking of Ahmad Diallo and Rangers, is he still there?
Nice.
What's he up to? You think he'll play on Sunday?
The big day.
Tomorrow.
However, when this is uploaded, Rangers may also be top of the league or the joint with Celtic, or 6 points behind them.
They won't be top though, they'll be joint.
Top. We need to beat.
Second on goal difference, wouldn't they?
Joint top, and we need to beat them like 6 or 7 now to actually get to the top.
Well, it could happen, right? Ahmad Diallo.
That's it. Ahmad Diallo masterclass. Don't know enough about him. Croft likes him, but what I've seen, he's not a player. You know, he's not a Rangers player.
He's not the Rangers class.
No, he doesn't play for the badge. You know.
Nice, man.
But no, I think it'll be an exciting one. Are you doing anything for it?
When is it? What time of the day?
12.
That just reminded me of that clip on PlayStation, and it's like, Benzie, when you working? And he's like, tonight. It's like, what fucking time, you daft?
Oh, he's such a fool.
What time? Midday?
Yeah, we midday.
Yeah, I'm probably be in my fucking bed.
I just plan on like finishing this up and going straight to the. Oh, see, just kind of talking about that. See the European game we've got in 2 weeks. I go to Venice the next morning at 4 in the morning.
Nice.
See, if we win that, I'm not going to bed, mate. Like I'm staying up.
Oh no, yeah.
And continuing to bed through the morning on the plane, the lot, man.
What day of the week? So it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday night. Yeah.
Thursday night the game is, and then you go to Venice on the Friday for a long weekend, I would imagine.
Yeah, a long weekend, man.
Don't sleep for all of it, mate. Just fucking stay up.
See, that's the plan. That's the plan. Not been on holiday in 2 years, mate. When was the last time you were going?
I went to Munich in October, and that was the first time I'd been. But it was a fucking pain in the arse to go anywhere back then. Like, I spent more on COVID tests than I did on
shit, I remember that.
accommodation and flights. It's the worst, man.
I know, that's because I've not got my booster yet, and I don't want to get it, but I think Italy restrictions, as long as you've got 2, you can pretty much do it.
Yeah.
Until I get it there and they say, nah, you're not getting it.
You're not getting it.
Sitting in the gaff for 4 days.
Aye.
That's what I do anyway.
Well, yeah. That's what you're planning to do when you get there.
That's it.
Fuck the pretty thing. No, wait, what's in
That's
Venice?
Nothing's in Venice, just boats.
Aye, boats in the water.
Nah.
Apparently stinks of shite, does it not?
I heard that.
You can tell me when you get there. But
no.
it's always put me off going.
Do you know, I wasn't really that arsed about going, but it's apparently going to be underwater in a couple of years. So it's kind of like, well,
Get it anyway,
shoot
you
and
can.
see it. And then one day you can be like, oh, I went to see that Venice.
Aye, but so it's like Cumbria and that.
What, is that not down south? Like,
Aye.
is that not where Ross goes to uni?
Oh fuck, is it?
No, wait, I think he's like uni.
No.
So it's just uni, it's just going
No,
to
is
be
it not
underground.
Carlisle?
Aye, but I think his uni's called Cumbria. Where's Cumbria?
I fucking don't know, man. It's
Can
somewhere
we, Jamie,
in
can we pull that up, please?
Cumbria is, yeah, let's pull up. I should have actually had Chrome already, but Cumbria is where the guy was shooting everyone, was it not? Taxi driver going about shooting everyone.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, yeah, great film, great film. But he was going about Cumbria shooting everyone
Alright.
with a shotgun, I think.
That's you see that guy that tried to set a house on fire in Inverness? Was it Inverness? Did I see this?
Was he trying to set it on fire? I thought he just had two knives and he started windmilling.
Oh, really, mate? I saw he was trying to set it on fire. I mean, that'd make more sense, but...
Well, I seen that clip and it was like, mate, we should really, I would maybe try and find that clip and put it up there, because like there's a really good close-up TikTok version of it, and it's the guy who just with two knives like runs at the doors. It's sad because you don't know what the fuck's going on in his life to make him do that.
Must be mental, man.
Yeah, Cumbria,
Yeah, it's in England.
Yeah.
So wait.
It's the north.
So that's going to be
west of
underwater.
England, so, apparently,
Aye.
like, a lot of England's going to be underwater, I think.
Good man.
At some point.
Get them sunk.
What they say anyway. Anyway, who's the guy that? It's not Raoul Moat, I don't think. I think he was a different guy. Cumbria,
Shot.
taxi, driver shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I was right. Cumbria shootings. Here we go. 2010. Derek Bird killed 12 people. I'm pretty sure it was like ex-colleagues he was going after. I know.
Tell you what, I bet he talks shit about his employers.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it does anymore. I think it should. Oh. See, that's happened like every episode. Like I've just forgot to turn it off. Got on it.
Becomes a staple of the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Speaker. Right. Okay. Tell us about it, man.
Wait.
Come on.
He killed himself as well.
Yeah, he was found dead in a wooded area after abandoning his car in the village of Boot. Those things are interesting though, because you never really think that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours away from you. You think it's more.
Well, mate, even when the Glasgow airport
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't an attack, it was like fucked up.
He made an ass of it.
Do you know, my dad was telling me that the people that did it like lived 2 minutes round from the Fonzon's house or something like that? Like they were a neighbour or something like that?
I lived in like Crossley, Houston.
It was Houston because she used to take Houston, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's like across the river in. I used to drive past it all the time. I used to get my fucking breakfasts from River Inn all the time. My boss was always like, that's where the terrorists live.
It's better than that Houston, isn't it?
No. Come on. Wonder if I'll get Morgan on. Talk about
accountants.
Talk about accountants.
I'm not shit, I can't do them. No. You can have mine if you want. I'm about
Disaronno? Gleba?
Take a Disaronno.
Disaronno.
I mean, do you know, I see like with my track record of the last couple of weeks of drinking, or months even, I used to be able to really handle my drink, I'd say, and I've just turned into a white girl, like getting white girl, black out like every weekend. And like, this will get to the point over today that you'll upload this episode and I'll be like, I found an episode of Jacob. But he's not remembering that at all.
Oh, so how'd they go, mate? What?
How you done with it? Because like last weekend, man, it's just like a period, and then it's when I like just don't remember the film.
Yeah.
And it's annoying.
No, I got that and all. Like, I felt like I start too early, I think. I started at fucking 3. Like, why am I pre-beving for a gaff that starts at fucking 7, and why am I starting 4 hours earlier? Like, and then I get there, I'm already kind of sloshed, and then by the time everybody turns up, you're talking to them, that you're trying to have an actual conversation with them, and you feel like you can't get the words out, and like, you wake up the next morning, and I wasn't out my nut, but I was like, well, that conversation could have been better. Like, I feel like I've done them a disservice by just like
slavering on them.
fucking up the whole like vibe of the
Conversation,
conversation,
yeah.
and you feel like they've maybe walked away from that like, what was up with him? Why was he just looking at me and like fucking slavering words?
Is he alright?
Is he alright? Is he good?
No,
Anyway.
Yes, no, cheers. And what should we toast this one to?
See, I always pick it up on my left because the fucking mic's in the way, and
What
it
should we
makes
toast
it
to?
look weird. What should we toast? The victims of the Cumbria shootings.
Cool.
The next one we'll do the Raoul Moat ones.
Cool.
I went to uni with a boy called Jacob actually. Sat next to him on my first day. I had never met anyone called Jacob in my life other than this guy. Sat next to him on my first day at uni. So what's your name? He was like, Jacob. I'm like, fucking me too. And he was telling me about the fucking Raoul Moat shootings, like the whole of like Newcastle and the surrounding areas got like locked down because like the guy was just going about all these different areas shooting every day.
When was it?
Pull that up.
Because was in bombings in. I know it was Manchester, wasn't it?
How the fuck do you spell Raoul? Oh, I got it right.
Raoul
Jesus
Moat?
Christ.
That's crazy.
Raoul Moat. 2010 again.
Big guy in 2010.
Wait, that was the same year.
Bad year, innit? They
Fuck.
connected, do you think? Did you think they were all connected?
Well, what did
What was it?
Raoul Moat do for a living?
He shot his ex, or killed his ex-girlfriend Samantha Stobart. Do you think she was related to Eddie Stobart? Our
Diver.
partner's Chris Brown. Fucking hell, man.
Nice man. This goes deep, doesn't it? This goes deep.
This is a lot of time, man. There's something behind this. Oh, that's what it is.
Shit, man, should we go into conspiracy shit? Should this be a conspiracy show?
Oh my god, mate, yeah.
Fuck your Where's Wally shit, let's take that. We're not being stupid on this one, we're being serious.
Yeah. Cool, son.
Eh,
So we are.
But the whole Gaza shit as well, like him turning up with a fishing rod and a pack of beers trying to fucking calm the guy down, like,
Wait, what?
aye,
No way.
aye, 'cause
What?
there was like, there
Wait,
was a
as in
point,
like Gascoigne?
aye,
Oh, he's
aye, because he's from Newcastle and shit, so it was
Oh.
in a bit, and he was like, right, I need to do something, because it was maybe in a time where Gaza was maybe a wee bit half the rails and a wee bit loopy, so,
But still maybe respected around the Newcastle folk.
yeah,
I mean,
of course,
I don't know.
he's a legend, isn't he?
He's a legend of the game.
But like,
Excuse me.
there was a time towards the end of the thing where Raoul Moat, I think, was on like some hill, and the hill was surrounded by police, and it was like a standoff, and they were all like aiming guns at him, and I don't know why they didn't just shoot him.
Pop him, man.
I don't know why they didn't just shoot him, because they'd already killed fucking hundreds of folk,
Yeah.
or 10 folk or whatever. But it comes up on like Sky News or BBC News or something. Gaza has entered the scene. Mate, I need to pull it up actually.
Is it any videos of it?
Aye.
See, I went and saw a film on Wednesday, right, and that kind of made me think of it. It was like, I won't say the film, but like the end of it, something happens, bad guy is like sort of good, and he's like dying, and then like the police are all just standing around him, and a paramedic's like, no, help him, and they're all just like, we'll get to him in a minute. It's like, as if they're just going to stand there and just watch this guy die.
Fuck man.
And then it's just like she goes and picks him up now, and it's like all the heroic music and that shit comes in. Awful, bad movie.
Bad movie.
What's the worst movie you've ever watched?
Historically, Phone Box. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, what's it?
It's in essence a movie about a guy in a phone box, and he's got a sniper aiming at him from the top of a high rise.
Fantastic.
And the whole movie is him in a phone box, and I think they're trying to. Someone else wants to use the phone box at some point, and that's when alarm bells start ringing around like other people. Like the guy's like, I can't get out of this phone box.
So he's like getting held hostage in
Yeah,
the
he's
phone
getting
box?
held hostage in the
right,
phone
right,
box,
right.
but the guy wants him to do shit, and he's like, if you leave that phone box,
But how can you do shit if he's stuck in a phone box?
I can't mind, right? Because I watched it when I was so young, and see if I watched it now, I'm wondering maybe I'd like this. See if I was high and I watched this, maybe I'd be into it. But my mum brought up one. We were talking about this worst movie ever thing. She said Man on a Ledge, and it's like the same concept. It's just a guy on a fucking ledge. I'm like, fair enough if you have something that is set in the one place, but has to have something
A,
else
a,
going on.
a good storyline, but in
yeah.
it, like, make it work. I
Yeah.
standing in a home box last night,
Yeah.
I said.
But,
No, I was going to say, have you ever seen Lucy? Scarjo?
no, I haven't seen it. I mind it getting like, I mind there was trailers for it and shit, but I never went to see it.
It's basically like a similar concept to Limitless, right? Like, she gets drugged or whatever, and then your mind
accesses hunners of her brain.
Because your brain, you may go into a bit of biology here. Your brain you only have 10% of access to your brain capacity. So you only use 10%. No, do you know something else? We share 75% of our DNA with bananas.
Fuck off.
Yeah, no, seriously. But no, so she starts accessing her brain and she basically becomes. Well, this is it. I think if we share 75% of our DNA with bananas, that's actually a soap. It's not like a cartoon or whatever. Because they're real people. Share the same DNA, you know?
What, bananas are?
Yeah. Well, bananas and pyjamas, if we share the same DNA as them, can't even think.
How does the song go again?
Bananas in pyjamas, they're running down the stairs. And then it's kind of same tune, but I don't know the words.
Bananas and pyjamas.
They'll come steal your hairs.
See, they'll be singing it.
Yeah, that's it. So you finish it off, we'll start it, and you guys finish it.
There we go.
Cool.
Anyway, Paul Gascoigne's bizarre bid to save killer Raoul Moat after 14 lines of cocaine.
So is that Paul Gascoigne on 14 lines of cocaine, or is that Raoul Moat on 14 lines of cocaine?
Well, let's find it.
No, let's find it.
Former England international Gaza was convinced he was Raoul Moat's brother.
Oh, what?
And arrived at a police standoff in his dressing gown with chicken, lager and a fishing rod. Mate, how do you not know this?
Yeah,
I suppose you're younger than me. Yeah, you're younger than me, I'm sorry.
That's alright, Oh, well, I apologise for being younger.
Well, yeah, you should. Fuck, man.
That's crazy.
But
I think definitely was Gaza and 14 lines of cocaine.
It ultimately led to the guy getting shot, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shot.
Where was Gaza when he got shot?
I don't know, I must have just walked away.
As Graham Souness would say.
I wish I read it. See if I knew we were going to go into the whole fucking Raoul Moat and whoever another guy was.
It's so good, mate.
Oh,
it's not good.
Yeah. Sorry to the victims, man.
R.I.P. So no, I was gonna say your reach has been quite good, man. You've got. I was looking at like all the views and stuff. You've got like kind of plus 200 now.
Yeah, I mean it looks alright.
And I was gonna say, there's no way we have 200 friends. You might.
Yeah, no, I don't have 200 friends.
No. So unless like there's some weird ones just walking.
I have some friends and some haters that maybe makes up to 200.
There's a fine line between lovers and haters, man.
You're right, man.
You can't get hate without love.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to talk about today.
Michael Kiwanuka, Love and Hate, good song, man.
Yeah. Have you heard the new World Cup song?
Started listening to the first 30 seconds of it, and then I remembered see every tournament before this one and in between maybe the South Africa one. I've just not listened to it.
South Africa was
one thing I was thinking is, why would you release the song for it now in March when it's not until winter?
I hate it in winter, probably because because it would have been summer, so they would have released it by now. Or they would be releasing it now if it were summer.
But it's not, and they knew it wasn't. They knew it was winter, so are we to listen to it for the next 7 months or some shit and not get bored of it? Like what? Yeah.
Did you not mind they brought out for 2010? They brought out two. They had the Coca-Cola one. That was Waving Flag.
Waving Flag, and then there's Waka Waka. Yeah.
Sagala.
Yeah, I don't know what one I liked more. Waving Flag was pretty good though.
I think the thing is, the two of them were so good for the rest of them after they just had to make them shit.
Yeah.
Or they couldn't live up to that standard.
That was like my favourite World Cup, I would say.
Oh, it was the best. It was the best.
Only because I think that was probably our like peak.
Yeah, 2014 was quite good as well. That was Brazil.
Yeah. I wonder what everyone else's like peak World Cup is like from other generations.
Other generations, yeah, I get. I think
because we've never been at any World Cups, so.
No. Well, I think
France 98 for like people from like that were born in the 80s and all that probably, but.
Yeah. Well, I hope we can make it this time.
I know, but then there's going to be that sadness. Oh, we scudded Ukraine out of the World Cup playoffs.
Come on. It's not how we're supposed to just sit down and let them win. Nah, man. Imagine that. Imagine they went and won. They went and won the World Cup on a total lie, really, because everybody felt sorry for them. That'd be a petty win, man. Just like somehow all the best players are injured for every single game and all that. Nah, no way.
We'll play the fucking under 11s for this one.
Imagine that, but imagine they go on a pure good run and then beating that team to put them out. Like say they get to like the quarters, they won every single game into like the quarterfinals, and then beating the team to put them out. Yeah, kind of like
an 8-0 fucking
stunning,
annihilation. Because you don't get the memo. You're like, nah, fuck it, we're good at it. That's
here for blood, man.
No, I hope we get into the World Cup, man. See that game against England when we were in London for that, mate.
So good,
mate. There's not been a weekend like it.
No,
it was like the best weekend of any summer that's ever existed.
It was crazy. The thing is as well, was like obviously we were in England, but it was just felt like Scotland was in England, wasn't it? Just like everyone was there, and we were driving past, and like English folk tooting the horn at you, like whoa, because there's obviously just some or people that have moved to England just obviously don't fucking like them.
Yeah.
And we were getting all the love, man. It was good, and then just looking around with Scotland flags everywhere. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good, man.
So my Qatar, mate, it's just mental. You see, I think it's 2028, we might be getting, is it Euros?
Yeah, it's like in the whole UK and Ireland, I think. Most of it's going to be in Wembley though, or like everyone's going to have their own home fixtures, and then England's going to play every fixture at Wembley or something.
Like the Euros just there.
I know, but like even then they should play games at like Old Trafford and fucking Anfield.
Depends, they might though, because if you think about World Cups, how many stadiums they have. Like, think about Brazil, they built a couple, did they not? And they had a few, so they can maybe, I'd assume they maybe use like...
I'm sure Brazil had a World Cup before that though, like I'm sure they've hosted some before, because the Maracanã, like the big fucking massive one, had got done up for that, but like it's like one of the most famous stadiums ever, because like it's massive, and it's like on its own wee island. Like, aye, I'm pretty sure like they maybe built an island, but I don't know, I'm gonna look this up now.
It's mad, isn't it? Like the amount of money that can go into stuff like that.
Yeah, the Qatar shit's mental though, because they've just been using slave labour and killing hundreds of fucking folk, man.
I honestly can't believe I haven't.
It's like building the fucking pyramids like thousands of years ago, like kind of practice.
But like when it was kind of alright then.
Aye, it was alright back then.
Folk did aye.
Because look at the pyramids, mate.
Yeah, cool, isn't it?
Aye. So see if they can achieve something like that. No.
It's a sacrifice.
No, it's human rights violations, man.
It's a violation.
But will it be worth it in the end?
That's the thing.
The sun's coming out, man. I'm feeling a wee bit brighter. Maybe the shots are hitting me.
Got in your head, man.
Man, maybe. The glasses need to come off though. Maybe. Maybe I just need to put the brightness up. There we go. Right, where is the Maracanã Stadium? That's not on its own wee island.
That's right in the middle of civilization.
But I'm sure there is a thingy that's on a stadium that's on an island, but I'm not about
like Jeffrey Epstein's one.
Paedophile Island.
Do you see that's up for sale?
Yeah, and they're calling it Paedophile Island.
Imagine we stupid enough to buy it, because it's like a couple $100 million.
Bro, I'd fucking buy it. It's an island, mate. And I'm not a paedophile. Like I'd turn it into a bitchin' island.
Mate, like the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
Just make it work this time.
I'd call it the Parlour Island and have podcasts on it.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool, man. I think you should.
I'd have all sorts
just
of
every
events.
group chip in to fund it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
I mean, we should buy a flat first, I think, and then see where that goes.
What before you can run?
What
before you can run? Start out something small, then move up to an island.
Aye, exactly.
It is crazy, isn't it? Folk, like just rich folk can just like buy islands, but in it.
Aye, but I've looked into it, man. There's like some islands you can buy for the price of like a normal house. It's like
what is it? Like what is it? But like the size of this?
Nah. Probably like shite islands that you can't really build in on.
Just tons of sand.
Islands off the coast of Scotland.
Off the coast of Scotland.
And the summer isles. The north coast of Scotland. That's just lost their audience.
It's fucking half a
At the price of a central London parking space.
That's crazy, man.
Now we find out what.
So Divina, wait.
For under 50k, if you're prepared to do a lot of work.
That's quite nice. Yeah,
It looks pretty fucking big, to be fair.
But I bet you today on that's awful.
Fuck, I'm gonna need to screenshot this and put this up, yeah.
Because it's just like a kind of bit, and then it's just like, ooh. It looks sloped as well.
Well done, past Jacob.
Yeah.
For screenshotting.
Yeah, no, well done.
Because there's other shit that I wish I screenshotted back then, like the Raoul Moat shit. Is that in the screenshot? No, that's not. Okay.
I hope not. Do you know, like, I'm so...
22 acres?
Yeah, I'm awful with, like, I'm really bad with distances and stuff like that. I see, like, someone goes, oh yeah, it's like 2 kilometres up the road, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is probably like a quarter of an acre or something. Yeah. If that, I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Fucking
Yeah,
50 grand though for an island.
Do you know who
And
you
it
could
looks
buy
like
with that?
you could put something on it, man.
Do you know who you could buy with that?
What?
Klein Camara.
Yeah, 50k Camara.
50k
You're
Camara.
right. You're right.
50 stack Camara.
Other Rangers news though. They've cancelled the fucking or pulled out of the thing.
About time, man.
Goes to show,
Don't
man.
you know, pump it up.
Fan pressure
Fuck
works.
the Sydney Cup. Don't you know, pump it up. Yeah, fuck the Sydney Cup. Yeah, no, thank God, man.
See that guy that said he was going to pay like
Dave
whatever?
King?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Jim.
Did he?
I also, because saw someone saying to Jack today about the potential £5 million fine, but I don't know, because like, as I said, like, surely they wouldn't get themselves out of something they couldn't get themselves out of. They said in the statement that because they didn't meet their terms or something, and I think one of them might have been branding it as the old firm, and they didn't, and it's been branded as Angie's Homecoming tour, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. I hope we don't get the Glasgow Derby. Yeah, I'm just looking down Glasgow for the Glasgow Derby. Fuck off.
That's the worst thing that they could do. I think it should always be called the old firm, and that's from a neutral perspective. Like,
exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing is, like, obviously as a Rangers fan, but like, I think it's something special. Like, the brand of the old firm is something known around the world as well, and it's something special. See, just to fucking go and a kind of point scoring thing, because it is totally because they want to say your club's deed. So there's a total point scoring thing, but like, that's something known around the world. Keep it as that. Like, I think cherish that, but it's not going to happen, is it?
Club is deed, but
still got 55 titles in 10 years, I can't complain.
Such a daft wee argument.
Isn't it? It's so petty, isn't it?
Aye.
It's so petty. Honestly, I don't even care about it, man.
If you see like any tweets that's like a valid argument related to Celtic or Rangers, and then you click on the tweet, and then the threads just, your club's deed, and then it's something about the paedophile Celtic fucking allegations or something, and it's like, mate, see if you could just have a normal fucking conversation with each other, then this would be more interesting to read. But you just click off it instantly.
Yeah, talking about Foldybits, got fucking like 4 brain cells between them, but I'm not even saying it's 2 each as well, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
2 each, what do you think it's going to be tomorrow?
I kind of hope Rangers win it to keep it interesting.
Yeah, obviously.
And then you've got that last old firm, which, what is that? When is that in the fixture list? Is that second last?
It'll be after the split, so I don't know. It's not out yet.
Oh, is it not out yet?
No, the semi-final, the weekend I'm in Venice. But I keep saying, like, if fucking like, every single, over the last 5 years, handling game I've been to, I've never won. So hopefully I'm the bad luck charm, and when I'm not there, we win.
That was one thing I wanted to ask you. Would you rather win the Europa League or win the league?
Do you know?
I would fucking 100% rather win the Europa League, but I'm not a Rangers fan, so I don't know.
Honestly, because
you
I've
can
given
win
this
the
a bit
league.
of thought. I've given this a bit of thought, to be fair. See, to like say, because I mean, I don't know what the prize money is for the Europa League. I know if whoever wins league this year gets £40 million, which if we don't win neither, it'll put Celtic fucking way ahead of us in financial terms, which they kind of already are, obviously. But I don't know, as I said, what the prize money is for winning the Europa League. But see, even just the sort of like bragging rights of it, because Celtic are always, we won this back in the 60s, just to say we've got one, and to kind of across the world as well to go, Rangers winners of 2022, so I'd rather win that. But I mean, like, realistically, like, it's not as if they're turning their nose on the line anymore, it's just a league win now. So
Exactly. You stopped the 10, so I feel like the league means less now, so it's like...
It's just back to being the Scottish League, isn't it? It's like, sound you won it.
The Scuddy League,
that's
mate.
That's it. Nah, definitely the Europa League.
Yeah, that's what I would say. But there's people out there that like...
Just because there's folk on both sides that just only concentrate on not the opposition.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your own team, rather than just doing everything to one up Celtic or one up Rangers.
Yeah. So if you lose the Old Firm tomorrow, then
I'd say it's getting tight. I'd say it's.
the focus surely.
It's just start playing the under 21s in the league.
You could win it, man.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, like Braga's not going to be, I'll say, an easy game because they're this far on the stage in the cup. But we beat them last time. Obviously, you can't use that as we'll definitely do it this time. But beat them last time. I'm not really knowing an awful lot about Atalanta if they get through to the semis. But Leipzig, I mean, we beat Dortmund.
Yeah.
It's only 2 games, so I get there could be a kind of luck factor to it, but they're beating a team higher than the league, you'd feel confident going into it. And then when you get to the final, you think, fuck it, we've got this far, why not?
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think when you get a final, it's anyone's fucking game. So.
I think it'll be a Rangers West Ham final. Heard it here first.
Think so?
Yeah. A good British staunch final in the middle of Spain.
Is that what it is? Oh, it's in Sevilla, isn't it? Nice,
You've got the flights.
Oh, have you? Aye, who's all going with?
Me, Morgan, Gary and Rob.
Nice, man.
That's their fake names in case any trouble happens.
Exactly, yeah.
But because it was like
7 dead and fucking mass
at the hands of
stabbing.
At the hands of what's his name? Fucking Raoul Moat.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's dead though.
Yeah.
Braga beat Benfica though yesterday. I was watching it and that guy scored a free kick.
Alright.
Euros.
Good. There was I don't really know much about the team. I mind like the players that were good for them last time. Don't know if they're still there or not because it's not like you said watch your GV's opposition all the time. But it'd be interesting. I'd like to have gone, but it's fucking so expensive, man. It's so expensive. It's like 400 quid for the day trip. And then, I mean, if you're going and booking it all yourself, it's going to be, and then you're spending money as well. It's crazy. Uh-oh. You should get me an alarm, like a wee shot alarm. In fact, hold on a minute.
Wait, what?
Wiley fucking put me on a soundboard last night.
I'm just going to finish this and then do another shot. Cause... Right, Tino, I finished your fucking Desserone and
He'll ask some money for that, man. Right, yeah, so Wiley sent me this thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn, son, you just hit with a wow effect.
Very good, Simon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So sorry,
I do need to get a soundboard.
It's still going. It's called Get Wrecked if you want it.
Get wrecked.
Get Wrecked. Toast.
I've got a wee half-ass shot, but I'll do it.
Who are we toasting to?
We'll toast to the victims of Raoul Moat, I think.
Did you know that last time?
No, that was the other one, was it not? That was the Cumbria ones. Or was it the other way about?
Oh,
we're not meant to pass 3 o'clock. I've no ate yet.
Have you not? No, see, that was my
I need to get a bowl of cereal or something.
A bowl of cereal? Oh, I'll do, I'll do. I mean, we're walking about, we can always get scanned, I'm not cutting about. But, well, to both our victims, to all the victims, and then,
yeah, man.
To the victims of. And then it was. Oh.
Ooh.
God, it's cold in here because we're shotting them like fucking warm as well.
I can turn the heater on again because I don't think the mic actually picks it up.
Sorry, that'll be good. You just have half a podcast of your clear sound and just the second half, so I'll just.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm just worried that it does fuck it up. I should have really tested it and see if it does.
It's alright. It's 12 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah. I think so, I'm not going to watch it on. Did that the other day, man. I haven't worn this watch in a couple of days and it's an automatic. And I went out nearly 9 o'clock and I was like, fucking 12 o'clock at night?
No, man. That was another thing about your gaff, man. I was like, what time is it? Because the fucking clocks went forward or back or whatever. And like it was 4 o'clock and I was like, right, I should fucking go.
Yeah. Oh mate, I wish fucking everyone else got the message at that point. I saw like, what time was it? I don't know. Still, some folk were still there, just kind of had a drink, went out and had a wee wacky backy stuff.
Yes,
you wanted to say? I don't want to.
Fuck, we were going to do that this morning, but we never did, so.
impossible to get now, man. Just can't be down. I bought I
I'm
got
blacklisted, man.
I think so, man. I got at the bottom of the pen though, so I don't need to drink it. I was gonna have to drink THC vape juice. Just didn't have a pen for it, but got one. But yeah, no, so did that, and then kind of we're sitting, and I was like, right, it's like 7:30, like, any chance you can kind of start to head out the road now? Sound. Cammy's like, no, I'll stay, help you clean up, mate. I'm like, nah, please, mate.
Fucking come on.
I'm like, nah, honestly, I can't. I'm going to go to my bed, it's fine. Like, I appreciate the offer though. So everyone starts to leave, and then I start to go upstairs to a bed, and I can just hear cunts talking in one of the rooms upstairs. And I'm like, no. Go in, open the door, and there's just like 5 people still sitting there, blinds down, just circling chairs, just talking to each other. I was like, can you just please just go home? And someone started to leave, and then like 2 people, won't name them, were like, oh, we can't get a taxi. I was like, mate, it's 8:30 in the morning. It was like 15 degrees already, beautiful morning. I was like, walk home, just walk home, please. I still want to go away.
Oh, fuck, I wish I knew who that was.
Do you want me to tell you? I'm sure they won't mind.
Nah.
Nah.
You can whisper. Nah, don't whisper.
Nah, I'll tell you
it's fine. Tell me after, man, it's fine.
Unlucky.
Aye. Yeah.
But
Fuck
no,
you.
it was...
Read the room, bro.
Yeah.
Learn right to leave.
So that's the worst part of it, is like, I hate telling folk to leave as well, because I feel like such a prick. And I know folk don't mind, but I feel like such a wank, like, can you leave, like, can you get out of my house?
Yeah.
But I always hate doing it, man. I always just feel so rude.
Yeah, no, I've had it in here, and like, sometimes it's like heavy early as well, but I just can't be fucked having people in anymore, and I'm like,
do you mind that time?
do you want to just boost? Like, I can't be fucked, man. I kind of want to go to bed now.
I mean, it's fair enough, But do you mind that time you came up in the Houston Inn?
Oh, mate, yeah, that was the worst. I don't know why, I was just in a badging, mate, and I was like,
these things happen.
just want to boost.
We
I think just were more drunk than me, and I just wasn't, and I was like,
see, to be fair, mate, see, when you're in that way, it's like, it can't be arsed, do you know what I mean? And then, like, it's at that point in the night, it's too late to try and catch up with everything. Because it would have been like back at 12 or something, I'd assume. It's too late to try and start catching up. But we were at the Houston Inn pub, and we just got back to Jacob's. We've been there for like 10-15 minutes. He's just sitting in the corner over there, and we were just sitting on the couch, and she goes, here, can you all just go home now? And like, Morgan was here from fucking Houston, just got here. I mean, I'm just down the road, it doesn't really matter, but like, folk had the like lifts in that back. It was good part, it was funny. So it's one of those ones where you look back and laugh. And then you look back.
We've had good times and we've had bad times, man.
And that's what friends have.
Yeah.
That's what makes friends friends. Yeah.
Exactly, but today's going to be a good one.
No, I'm really looking forward to it.
Unless we waited before we do it.
It could be, innit? See, like, I think folk are coming at different times, so it shouldn't be if they're like a different stage of mad weirdness.
Aye, like Charlie's coming out at like 5 or some shit.
Aye.
And that man can go toe to toe with the best drinkers in the world. So
He can knock him back.
that man's going to be stone cold sober in comparison to us, man. Like, for the whole night.
And then he's like crutches to walk up the road, and just the legs not working.
Yeah.
That's what pub crawls are about.
Croft's out the night, and he said it's like his first time like actual drinking in like months.
I can imagine like if you're happy, like buzzing, like kind of cheery Croft, you know what I mean?
So it's gonna be mental. So he's probably gonna be more mad with it than us, I would imagine.
I hope so, because you know, we should like see, you seen those TikToks, and it's like people at drip parties and that, and then like they set up a TikTok, and I was like, I think Jacob's gonna get more drunk tonight. I'm like, yeah, that was good. Should do that, right?
Oh, we should, man. I might
just
actually
go up and just.
I might actually document my fucking shots and water thing.
Add it into this.
And add it into this. Maybe do it at the start of the fucking
until you get to like
episode.
six pubs down and just totally forget about it.
Like fucking what am I on now? Like 13, I think. Because I did it one time. And it was, we went back to yours actually, and then we left yours at like 3 in the morning to go to fucking Jen's and doing meals, and I ended up staying there another night, and fucking, I was on like 27 shots by the end of that night.
Wait,
and then
the night you wouldn't mind?
Aye,
oh, right.
27 shots, but I started at like,
that's crazy, man.
I started at midday in the Glenaffer Hotel, I'll never forget it. I was like, right, I'll just do 3 shots to every pint of water, and then it went to 4 shots to every pint of water. And it fucking racks up, man.
Because you can do it, you can kind of start going it, but it's kind of like, I can do this and start knocking
Yeah,
back.
and it was all tequila I was doing.
Yeah.
It was none of your rum shit. It was just straight
That's
tequila.
brave, mate. That's brave. I can't do tequila.
But it was all different types of tequila. Like, oh, you get Cafe Patron, you get honey tequila, you get fucking just normal tequila.
Yeah.
And I was getting brave with it, man, but I managed to like no white it or fuck it, and I was like, this is crazy.
You're keeping yourself hydrated. Like, they can obviously because you're showing it, you're getting mad at it, but like the comparison to alcohol to like water ratios, way in the favour of water. It's like you're keeping yourself. Probably quite a good way of doing it, man. Just getting yourself drunk, but not like the excess.
Aye, because I was mad with it as fuck. I was mad with it as fuck in your gaff, and then I think Barkett came up to me like that. You coming to this gaff? And I was like, aye, fuck it. Fuck it, man.
This one's shy anyway.
Aye. Folks' gaffs are always shy, man. So I went there, but then like I never got the full result of that because I woke up in that gaff still pissed, and then started drinking other stuff that wasn't just shots. So like I never really got to find out whether I was hungover or not. So and then I done it another time, and it was me and Charlie were out in the beers, and I started late. I started at like 7 or 8, and I ended up doing like 17 shots in the night.
And starting late. Only 10 late. I starting like hours later.
And I've done like 17 shots. It was fucking mental, but it's just because I'm standing next to him. It's like every time he gets a drink, I'm fucking getting 4 shots, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do this.
His one drink doesn't compare to your one shot.
I don't know if I did white him, man. I maybe did, but
These things happen.
I ended up going to Fantouche, and then I think the way I fucked up was like someone was like, "Oh, hey mate, how you doing? You want a drink?" And I was like, "Ah, you alright?" And I completely forgot that I wasn't like drinking normal drinks, and the guy just came back with like a vodka coke or something. I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, I'm going to have to drink it now.
Fuck, aye, exactly, because I'm holding it. And I'm like, oh, cheers, mate. Cheers.
He's just looking at you, looking at you, make sure you drink it before you leave.
So anytime I've tried it, I've fucked it up. So this time I'm kind of.
Today's the day.
Aye, because by documenting it, I hope like
keeps you
I'm committed to not fucking it up.
No, this should. You should. And like, I mean, I don't. There's not like rules and shit on this one. Because like, see when you do some pub crawls or sub crawls, and it's like rules. I've not done one. Never done a sub crawl.
Have you not?
No, never done one.
Were you not at the?
You did a golf one or something? Did you not?
We've done a golf one. I think it was Hale and McCarthy's maybe.
Oh yeah. Problem is when I used to work in Jet Wills, I used to work during the day, and so I would only ever join at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It would never be early on. Because if I was, I'd be working on Sunday, which was none of that, man. None of that.
The sub crawls are good, man.
Yeah.
Me and Ben were actually meant to be on one today, but Ben was like, fuck, I have my birthday night out this day as well though, but so.
He wanted to have it last weekend, and I was like, oh wait, I guess. So.
Yeah, and then if he was going to have it next weekend, then
it's too late after your birthday.
Too late after your birthday.
It's like your birthday was 2 weeks ago, mate. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
And also next weekend's my birthday, so.
So it's happy birthday, man.
Thanks, man.
It's quite nice. It was quite like we've got quite a couple of birthdays because you've got Rossi's, mine, Ben's, yours. Martin's is February.
Fuck Martin, no. Who else we got?
Take note of this.
There's
I remember
so
all your
in May
birthdays.
as well.
I remember all your birthdays. I think I have a birthday wish of any of our pals until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Your birthday's a weird birthday though. It's like what, the 21st of
March.
Yeah, like it's not a nice number. Like mine's the 10th of April. It's so easy to remember.
Here's this. Last year I was 21 on the 21st of March.
It's either.
Year.
Oh really?
Yep.
Well, now the audience knows as
well. Well, that's a nice one to remember.
And see, everyone that watches this, they'll be like,
remember.
I'm gonna follow him, and
see if
I'll bookmark it and I'll put it in my calendar.
Yeah. See like how many views this gets. See if I don't get
that
many next year, I'm gonna be raging, man. I'm in a bad mood.
I used to like see when I was younger. I used to like fucking go through and count how many birthday wishes I would get on like Facebook and that. Like it was something that mattered to me. I was like, oh, I can't believe this many people said happy birthday to me.
That's a shame.
I know, man. It's fucking mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
Things that matter to you then, but now all that matters to me is bitches and money.
No.
What? Nah, podcast.
And you've got both of them.
Happiness. Life. Falling through space.
Yeah. But, I mean, you're podcasting, man, you're making it work.
Yeah, I'm making it work. I haven't recorded one in like 10 days though.
I felt bad because he'd asked me to do this at the start of the week. I was a busy man, my agent had me fully booked out this week. He asked me to do the start of the week, I was like, I'm busy. Rearranged it for, last week actually, then Monday, and rearranged it for Thursday, and again, meetings, fucking interviews, a lot, it's booked the full day, so here we are.
Listen man, the dog barks and the caravan keeps going.
Fucking Pedro Coutinho, man, I missed that guy.
That is the most iconic fucking quote I've ever heard. Let's actually get it right this time.
He's excellent, man. Caravan quote. That's too good.
The dog barks and the caravan keeps going. I kind of got it right, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. That means we are focused in our work. Tell me how that means you're focused in your work. Does it mean that
the dog's chasing you, I think?
Right.
But the caravan doesn't stop to see what the dog's up to. Thinking, what does this dog want? The caravan just keeps going.
Good on the caravan, man. So that's kind of like, that kind of reminds me of the tweet of like the lion. Oh no, it's a quote from Game of Thrones actually. But the lion doesn't associate himself with sheep or something.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, fuck that dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Fuck those sheep. It's so
Is it not something to do with Pedro? Was it the last time he played Braga or something? It was the time he was in a hedge.
What? He was in a hedge?
Aye, the time he was jumping in a hedge talking to the fans.
I don't know.
Hedge. Pedro Coutinho hedge.
No, he wasn't the manager when he played Braga. He was.
Rangers fans react as Europa League draw throws up.
Oh, that's against Progress. So that was when we first got into
That's what it was.
the Europa League, and that again they beat us in like first qualifying round. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but.
Aye, I was in Napa both times he was played Progress, and one of the times he's got fucked it by them, and one of the times he's beat them.
We didn't go to Napa together, did we?
Yeah, we did. Second time.
No,
Well, second time
I didn't go this. No, because you went when you met twins, Andy, Boyd, and all that.
No, we went.
I didn't go that time. I went when
We definitely went.
I went when I was in 5th year, and you would have been the year after Zanti or whatever you went.
No, I went. My first Napa was your first Napa. Because I went to Zanti and then I went to Napa.
That's when Martin
that was
like
when you were there.
his
Martin broke his fucking leg.
So
He was pushing him in the thing. Yeah.
Did we got a fine that last night because there was 3 others in his quad bike, none of us had helmets on, and the police pulled us over, and like as soon as he got just fucking chipped away because we were leaving the next day, like it just wasn't gonna just totally put Martin on the criminal record.
Yeah, fucking the Cypriot criminal record.
Imagine that, like he goes tries to go back to Cyprus one day and like gets pulled off at the airport and all that, and like wanted.
Goes somewhere for 10 days and gets criminal shit, man.
That's why we love him.
Yeah, man.
That's why we love him.
Mr. Driving license points.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you know what I was gonna say?
He's such a fanny, man.
He's so stupid. And like, fair enough, he'll claim that the last one wasn't his fault, but the other 12?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like that. I'm sure he's had hunners and hunners over the years that he learned to drive, and some of them have expired, and then new ones have came up.
And he's also had warnings and shit as well, man.
And I've like not had any points on my license since. And
have you had any?
No.
Have you ever been pulled over?
I've been pulled over one time, but it was like a fucking bullshit one. I was on my way to Edinburgh and I was sitting in the right lane, and like it's a dual carriageway at one point, and like the left lane's just full of lorries and shit, and I was in the right lane and this police car was behind me, like, you should have been in the left lane there because the right hand lane's for overtaking.
No, fuck off, mate.
What about the a million cars in front of me? You're fucking dead.
There are times you get stuck behind someone driving at 40, like on a right hand lane, and it's like, mate, move over. Like, where were they then? But it should have just been some dickhead man that was getting. I've been pulled once, and weirdly enough, I think it was with Ali that night. We were talking about getting pulled over, and I was like, yeah, no, I've never been pulled over, man. We were up at Whiteley actually. Nah, never. And then I went and picked the sofa up from someone in Paisley. And see the bit of like Shuttle Street, and you go round the corner up to the beers, the bunkles. Went round that, and then went round and up, and I just saw this like car turn round, and I was like, fuck. I went round to stop me EWS, like, oh, do you know how to stop you? I was like, nah, is it because how fast I pulled off? And they're like, nah. I was like, oh, shit, I just put myself in this here. No, it's because you're going in that bend at like 40 miles an hour.
Is it because I'm really high right now?
Right, Sophie was steaming, right, and I didn't have my wallet on me, and then like so the police went in the back of the car and all that, and one of them was being sound, one of them was being a dick. So he got out, was like, I'm gonna have to ask your girlfriend like your details and that, blah 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 blah. And they were knocking on the window, and she was so drunk, she was totally fucking ignored them because she was so scared. So she locked the door and had the window up and just ignored them, man. I felt so sorry for her, mate. And I got back in the car and she was like, oh, that was fucking blah blah blah. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, I was like, oh, you were going 40-45 miles an hour in that car, and I was like, mate, I'd be in the fucking uni if I was going that fast around that corner. We're going like 41.
Yeah.
You know, can't with it.
Chill it. I didn't kill him.
Any proof? They didn't. But nah.
They maybe thought you were maybe kidnapping him or something.
Do you know what I said? It was fucking honestly, mate, my dad used to be in the police. Like, I wouldn't do this. That when you.
No, I mean I would use that if my dad was in the
Do
police.
you know who my father is?
Exactly. Do you know what he used to do for you? Come on.
Come on, play the game.
How many years he was in
Play
there?
the game.
Come on.
But nah, only once.
Spy dads, man.
Spy dads. Both spy dads in the group have COVID just now.
Oh, did they?
Kissing.
Think they've been kissing.
Smooching.
Oh, fuck.
And they were both boys. Nah, they were definitely they were definitely me smooching, man.
That's class, man.
Sharing a car sharing and smooching.
Do they still like see each other and shit? Are they like pals?
Mate, it's weird because
But
like
they don't talk about it.
well, that's the thing. Me and Ben were speaking about this. It's like, do you think like obviously me and you're talking about our dads? Do you think our dads like sit and fucking speak about us, like sitting and they definitely will? Because the other day my dad texted me. He's got
smoking way too much of that fucking green.
He's been hanging out with that Ben boy too much. No, my dad's got chlamydia just now, and I can't go out around the road in case I catch it. Chlamydia 19. So I can't go out until I catch it. And he was texting me. He's like, "Oh, it was Thursday." He's like, "You going out with Ben tonight?" And I was like, "How the fuck do you know Ben's going out tonight?" You know, it's like they're obviously fucking sitting. My dad and God and just.
Just fucking Morse coding each other.
So no one finds out.
They don't even speak to each other, they just fucking Morse code.
Oh, that was so good.
Pedro bushwhacked, man.
Pedro bushwhacked.
Such a good fucking photo.
Pachinha faces fan fury from the foliage. Alliteration. That's alliteration, huh?
Faces fan fury from the foliage. That's fucking good, man.
They chant out.
Mine's
and protest.
The best fucking football headline was Super Cali Go Ballistic Celtic are atrocious.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, man, fucking dino. Whoever came up with that is like genius. Super Cali Go Ballistic Celtic are atrocious.
Why does that say bands right into the gutter? Crazy.
Cali must have beaten them. But
wait, are they in the? They didn't championship or in the league, wasn't they?
Championship, I think. Aye, because they beat Arbroath and
Who's top now? Because I was going to say Arbroath for top, wasn't they?
No, it's Kelly now.
Mm.
You want Arbroath up, man?
Yeah. Kelly's a proddy BT, wasn't it?
Can't say that, man.
Chum hate that. Chum
Aye.
hate that.
But fucking, you want Arbroath to go up, man.
You would.
I love Dick Campbell. I love Dick in
Do
general.
you like Dick? Nah, it'd be good, man. See if they went up, do you think they would then have to go full time? They would, surely they would.
Surely they would do it anyway.
Even if
they fucking money.
It's like they would, I don't know. Had to have hunters compared to what they had, but
Aye.
talking about Scotland here, there's fuck all money in it. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So what they say, I mean, I don't really know anything outside the.
I think they're 5 points behind with a game in hand, so.
I mean, they can still get into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Who's bottom now?
Dundee. Is it still Dundee?
St Johnstone maybe? I don't fucking know.
It's crazy, isn't it, that they went from a double last season to
Aye.
relegation battle this season.
But I like that they've not sacked them.
No, I mean, it's one of those ones that, like, do you think they want to, or do you think it's... No, Dundee are still bottom,
Alright.
and then St Johnstone are second, bottom. Aberdeen are 10th. Do you think, like, they've at any point considered or wanted to sack him, but kind of feel that loyalty towards him, where, like, you can't really, because what he did last season?
He's done the most, like, fucking historic thing in history, mate.
So
Like,
have
I don't know if they've ever won the Premiership or whatever before, but
no.
a cup double,
They
mate.
won,
you know,
they definitely won the Scottish before, I'm
put
sure.
them into the Europa League or whatever.
Drew with Galatasaray this
Aye.
season.
Exactly.
Mental.
Drew with
So
Galatasaray and lost. They got put out of the fucking Scottish Cup this
Insane,
season
man.
to whoever it was.
I don't
Some
know.
Scuddies. He's
I
still
don't
doing it.
Oh, so it was. It was so it was. Wait, wasn't? Was it Kelly Hearts?
Oh, maybe.
Big up Kelly Hearts when we were just in League 2.
Who put St Johnstone
There's
in?
a K in front of you, Jack.
Yeah, man, that's true. On front? What?
Oh, it was really dry, man.
Scottish. What?
Just because I was just thinking.
What's it
like,
what?
Doing the house of that. Oh, you got
Yeah.
a bottle over there?
Got a bottle.
This is a host, this is a real host.
Man. I do what I do.
That's it, rain. Oh, it was Kelly
Hearts, well
yes,
done,
thank you,
folks.
man.
You know your fucking trivia. That brings me on to my next subject. Next week, I'm doing a Cookins, Birds and Munchies special. Might do it live, man. I'm trying to work out the logistics of it.
Right.
But Charlie, Ben, and Slide are the provisional guests.
Right.
And we're gonna have them on and just stick a cooking on and watch the games, man. But
Saturday?
Saturday, aye.
What's the
9th of April. But it's like the last game before the split, so it'll be interesting as fuck because top six is looking fucking interesting.
We've got some money to be active.
Aye, it's Sunday.
It's against us.
That's a Sunday though, which is
Oh, is it?
so
Oh,
I'll not be able to
Oh,
record.
that's why I can't come in for you. That'll be the game. A week game.
You want to come for the fucking Kitten Buds and Munchies special though?
Coming in for the game.
I don't know what 5 people would be like, but I fuck it, but
No, just me. If you want, I'll just sit in the corner and get mad with it instead.
just
Just every now and then. See, like in podcasts, sometimes you have like someone shouting from the background.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
usually it's like the.
world star.
I'll just sit in the background with that for you and get wrecked at. Just
Get ready.
Centerfold.
Your unicorn's still here.
It is my unicorn. I saw you.
We'll take that round before we head.
Sure. I saw you featured that. Oh, can you drive me by the way? I'm honestly been drinking.
I've also been drinking, but I can drive you and I'll get one of my family to do it, I think.
I saw you featured that in last episode, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, I was going to bring it into the Jiddly O Diddly episode, but
Did you not? I thought it was that one. It was that one?
no, it was the one before that.
No.
Right.
Brother, I'm sure.
No, it was a solo episode because I had it sitting there, and then
No, I think it was. I think it was, mate. I think it was a
see that one though, like I got like an hour and a half, and that was like the longest episode I've done. It was it was 2 hours long, but I cut some stuff out, so it was a hand.
How long does it usually take you to like, edit stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, do you edit the footage or do you just keep it going?
There's some stuff I edit out, but this one I think's pretty much alright.
Like, we've got a natural flow,
yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. There's nothing that we've both said that I've been like, what you need to cut that out. But like, Jordan said like some shit like, oh, can you take that out? And I was like, I suppose.
Really?
And Chum said some stuff, and I was like, oh, right, I'll take that out. But
So is that
this
like
one-
they've got stuff to love, nothing to lose? Isn't it?
yeah, man, you've got nothing to lose. You're going straight to the fucking top.
Yeah, is it, bro? Is it? Manifest it.
So this one will be like, I could probably put this out tomorrow if I really wanted. But
It's a nice Sunday view.
man, old fun.
Is it? I'm so excited.
How was your old fun? Watch this, you fucking banner.
Better than yours anyway.
Exactly. Well,
Could be.
could be.
I tell you what, if I watch this, I don't know if I'd watch this. But
Well, most people don't really want to watch their own episode back.
I'm just that vain.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
I don't watch any
I'm
of
not a
them
big
apart from
fan
that
of
one.
watching myself back.
Yeah.
But I've kind of warmed up to it the more
Yeah.
I've had to do it. I need to fucking listen to
Yeah,
myself.
that's fair.
But fuck it.
It's part of the job, isn't it?
Part of the job,
Part
it
of
all
the
comes
job.
with the job.
Part of the
Unless I
job.
hire some sort of guy to edit it all, but
So
then it
comes
wouldn't be
in-
me, it wouldn't be me fucking doing it, and it would be
Wrong.
less authentic,
Yeah.
less wrong, you know?
That's it.
It'd be like putting a Johnny on it, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same.
Can you feel it?
It'd be ribbed for my satisfaction,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be
The same sensation.
same sensation.
That's a good topic.
It's a
Sex.
good topic, man. Sex, man.
It's protected sex.
Nah,
No?
never.
No.
Let's clear up these topics, man. See what we're left with.
So we've addressed shots and water. Where's Wally?
We were supposed to wake in bed, but we didn't do that.
I
We'll
was
do that
also.
sometime.
Oh yeah, of course. I was also very late.
Old from Sunday we've addressed, man.
We've ticked almost everything off, man.
Yeah, man, we have. Now we're just fucking spitballing.
But no, that was good, man. That was good. Don't say, but I need to wipe my computer, man.
Oh, mate, this laptop's fucked beyond belief.
Right? How long you had it for?
Got it at the start of uni, so fucking 2020. No, 2016.
2020. I was gonna say you went nearly 2 years
I
ago.
graduated in 2020.
Yeah.
2016 I got it, man, 6 years ago. such a young whippersnapper back then. Yeah, fucking.
Now you're
Used like my first SAS installment, got that, and then at the time they were doing one of the offers where you got like free Beats
or
wireless,
something. Yeah.
and fucking obviously took advantage of that.
As you should, as you should. If you're getting free Beats, then why wouldn't you?
But like,
Did you use them or did you sell them?
No, I used them.
Yeah.
Used them like fuck. I just don't use them anymore. Since I got AirPods, I just don't really need them.
Ooh.
Like I like the wireless thing.
You got to drop that in there. You got to drop that in there.
Yeah, the AirPods, man.
Yeah. Say it one more time.
AirPods.
AirPods.
I might get the new AirPods though. I kind of want to get them.
Pros.
Because my old ones are kind of fucked. Like I dropped one of them down the fucking toilet. Like no, that
Did
long
you
ago.
on
No, I'd flushed the toilet by that point. It was when I was really ill and I was coughing like fuck, and that's how it felt because I was like, ugh, and I turned to fucking wipe the slivers out of my face. Look at this.
You see, like they don't fit my ear. I've got like stupid wee like ear holes,
Yeah.
and then like they just fall out all the time.
You've got 8.5 eye holes.
Do you know I've dropped my phone in the toilet before flushing it once?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't, mate.
Nice,
Did you
man.
urine everywhere?
Did you put it in rice or did you just
No, I just put it in my pocket.
lick it?
Yeah.
Wipe it in the jeans.
It's a big wet patch and you said your gens and
Yeah, man, your gens.
your gens. Gem and balls.
Gem and balls.
Gem and balls.
I dropped an AirPod like 3 days after it as well into something else, and I can't remember what it was. And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I've never dropped it down the drain. Have you ever dropped anything down a drain? I always thought that was something that happened
Just
in
scary
movies.
and shit, innit? Like, I don't think so. Do you know once I dropped myself in a drain though?
You dropped yourself down a drain?
I had a myself and do you know what? Remember Matt Beacon? Went to Lawfield.
Yeah.
We were tight in primary school.
Tight?
We were tight, man.
Tight.
We both skateboarded, bro.
Nice.
And I had a skateboard, and it was one of just fucking Argos and it was shit. I think it was a Pirates of the Caribbean one.
Nice.
And I wanted a new skateboard, so I went wee bastard, man. I wanted a new skateboard, so I went to break it, right?
Fuck's sake.
But this thing was like a fucking thick bit of wood. Like skateboards are usually pretty thin. Like it varies, but skateboards are usually pretty thin. This was a chunk of wood. So I put it in a drain, like the tail of it in a drain, and went to fucking stand on it, like snap it. But no one was standing on the drain, so when I went and stood on the skateboard, it popped the drain up and my legs slipped into the drain.
Oh,
and
fuck.
just like fucking stainless steel, like iron or whatever, was just right on my shin, man. But to make matters worse, it was like something to the royal family. It didn't. Something
The
to
drains or something to do
No. But that day it was something to the royal family, right? So my mum's pal was having a party, and but she was having a party, and my mum for these things always kind of takes the piss. So she put like a full Union Jack dress on. She put like headband on, Union Jacks and all that. And I have to hobble into the house and be like, Mum, I need to go to the hospital, I think I've broken my leg. So me and my mum had to go up and sit at the RH, and she's in like fully decked out in Union Jack costume, like looks like a massive fucking like loyalist or something, and like just fully sitting for hours as well, sitting in a Union Jack dress. It was, I feel sorry for her, man.
That's fucking amazing.
My mum is not also at all like that.
I know, but
She hates the union.
for the occasion, man, you're getting it.
She
It
like-
was maybe, what age were you at the time, I think?
11. Maybe it was 11. No, I think it was down pretty. I wasn't 5.
You weren't 5.
No,
you
I
were barely 11.
So what's that?
Prince William getting married. Wait, what?
No. Too many names in there.
That was 2011. Prince William getting married to Kate Middleton.
Might be that. What's that? Was the royal wedding?
I was
Yeah, it was the royal
13 when
wedding.
that happened. That's fucking mental. No, wait, I was 14.
No, you're 2 years older than you're 13. If I was 11, depends. April.
Oh, 29th of April, so
yeah.
I'd have been 14. So, because it's right after my birthday. Right. Yeah.
Because I turned 11. Wait, you're 2 years older than me. What age are you just now?
Yeah, no.
You're 23, you're
98
24.
though, so
Wait,
I'd
what
have
the
been
fuck?
13. I'd have been 13.
Oh, how old are you
so,
just now?
23. I'm about to turn 12.
Oh, right. I'm done
Yeah, no, I was
25,
getting my
mate.
maths wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
You wouldn't think I'd have like numbers at uni, right?
They aren't real.
Yeah, numbers aren't real.
Nah.
I just fucking make them up to sound smart.
Yeah. No, it's crazy putting letters into maths is mental.
So it was probably that then,
I
20
got it, I
So
got
it
it, I
was
went.
coming up for a fucking 11 years since that happened.
I just think I
Dramatic.
think I've still got a scar.
A score?
Score bag. I think I've still got a scar on my leg from it.
You've not had any of your red stripe?
No, I felt rude to just open it. Would you like one?
No, I can't. I'm short some water. See?
Oh, so you.
He's the devil
this
trying to
guy's
fucking
in
get me, man.
Who's in charge? Me or the devil?
Oh, he's getting fucking convicted with something, isn't
Who's
he?
I saw a tweet. It was like
Rape or something?
I saw a tweet where it was like, who's getting charged? Him or the devil? Him or
Aye.
the devil?
I feel like the phone looks a bit squinty, but I'm sure I set it up right, so that like I feel like
Can
I'm
you
cutting
like
out.
can you like crop it like on like the actual video like tilt it either?
What do you mean?
Like
No, not squinty that way, but like as in like squinty towards me, as in you'll know in it.
we can't be good just like half my face.
Aye, I would jump over and check, but I can't
Do you want me
because
to check?
blocking me. Aye, you check.
To be fair, probably dancing though. Probably dancing anyway.
Nah,
Nah, just keep going.
aye. Oh fuck, aye, we might be there in fucking 6 minutes.
Nah. Perfect.
Perfect,
Perfect,
man.
man. That's
Love that shit.
perfect. You've done that to the T.
To tea.
Today. Better start. Well, do you know what? Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom, motherfucker.
Shalom.
So what was the Muslim holiday that was going on? I think it maybe was Eid.
No, it's Ramadan, I'm sure. Rangers tweeted about it.
Oh, was it Ramadan? Right, okay.
Oh, maybe it's not. Oh no,
I thought it was maybe Eid,
Eid, oh,
but
mate,
not
well,
the end of Ramadan. Because Ramadan's like a period of time. Ramadan's like a month or something. And Eid marks the end of
Probably that. Probably that. Oh, if there's been stuff, recently spoke about it. When is Eid 2022? Click on that. I actually said at the start of this podcast that it's a diverse podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it marks the end of Ramadan, so it must be right.
Eid al-Mubarak, man. Or Eid Mubarak.
Eid my balls.
Which just means happy Eid. But when is it? Come on. Oh, it happens on the first day of Shawwal. So
Now we need to find out when the
find out
first
when
day
that
is.
is.
This sent us on a wild goose chase.
Sunday the 1st of May. Oh no, so it's the start of Ramadan.
Just now?
I think, yeah, so Rangers were right.
They're almost right.
Yeah, man. Good for them.
Yeah, it goes. You girls.
I love like going through the tabs of just like all the shit that we've
Yeah,
talked
like,
about.
yeah.
Who put something in? Oh, what is that?
Oh, we have a surprise guest
Does
on
that
today's
stop my
podcast.
fucking? Does that stop my recording though? If I start that?
Do you want me to phone him? I'll phone him. I'll phone him.
Yeah,
Decline it.
I'll
I'll phone him.
decline it. I'll decline it, and then that means we can record it.
Yeah, cool. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Oh.
Cool. Phone.
Yeah, the
Phone
king
him.
of Europe.
Yeah, it's like I've still got a bronze as the Trump.
Oh, why did you not FaceTime
Not
him?
FaceTime. So
FaceTime him and then put him up there.
Why is it going to WhatsApp?
It's alright.
FaceTime?
He's a fan of the show.
Bro, what's going
Ah,
on?
it's fine. We're good.
No, it was doing it on fucking. Excuse me. Yeah, it was doing it on WhatsApp.
Oh, these glasses look good on
Yeah,
you,
they
man.
do.
They make my eyebrows look good.
Wait, say hi.
Say hi to all the fans.
What? Yeah, cool.
Ah, yeah, you need to turn it around.
think
Actually,
you can
so
see
they
this?
Hey, put it up there.
Yeah, I'll wait till he's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And today's special guest is Benjamin.
That was just what I learned.
Oh,
How perfect
of
is
course,
that,
man.
Yeah. You
2
driving?
minutes.
Why are you driving?
I'm not losing like that.
Nah, wait, what? Is he not
Why is he driving?
But he's coming later.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, cool, see you soon.
Alright, we'll wrap this bitch up then.
Oh, we're at Jacobs if you didn't know. Bye.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all I've got for you then. As you can see, we need to go. So,
Blame Ben.
blame Ben.
Blame Ben.
But we'll be back.
Potentially next week.
Potentially next
Well,
week.
you will be.
I'll be back whenever.
100
Whenever
times.
the fuck I want to be. But thanks for listening. Ching
Why
ching.
don't you have a shot to finish off?
Ah, fuck it, yeah, you're right. We'll finish that now. There's still a wee dregs left, man.
Probably that's like that much.
Yeah, you're right. You can have that. Since you didn't finish your last shot, you fucking.
Oh, really? We going that way? Oh, perfect.
Oh,
perfect.
yes.
Watch too much.
Levels.
So, one final toast, should we do this to Ben? Or fuck that guy? I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
we'll
'cause
do it
it's
to Ben. We'll do it to Ben.
birthday toast. Do you know what I actually don't like toast? It's so boring,
Fuck,
man.
man, I've not had any breakfast. I've just spilled that everywhere. I'm gonna need to clean this place tomorrow
Nah,
now.
you
Yeah.
don't. It'll get messy
Okay.
when I'll come back tonight anyway.
Right. Okay. Will I end the episode on the clink of the glasses? So I'll just be like,
Clink.
clink.
Bad pun.
Clink.
Bad pun.
Right. Okay.
Here's the Ben in our pub club.
Okay. Thanks for listening. I'll see you later. This was Fold. Yeah, have you got anything you want to plug?
Nah, man, just check out my Instagram.
Yeah. Other than good vibes.
That's it. Just keep up with the regular Vibe Parlour podcast. And
Nice, man.
thanks for watching.
Good stuff.
Peace.
All right.